This is the only life you have. So take whatever chance. Never turn down a new opportunity.
Your book is called Make Trouble, Standing Up, Speaking Out, and Finding the Courage to Lead. You call yourself throughout the book a troublemaker.
Right.
How do you define that term?
I think when women sort of raise a stink or they ask or they challenge things like they are today in the Me Too movement or Time's Up, everyone thinks we're just troublemakers, but really that's the only way we've ever made change in this country. And it took troublemakers who went to jail, who defied the law, who did things even when people said they couldn't, that really made a difference for women.
You came into Planned Parenthood 12 years ago with
Yes.
no experience necessarily in the healthcare sector. What was the steepest learning curve for you in taking on this role?
I think for me, it was actually finding how do we take this incredible healthcare organization, has such a legacy, does such great work. What we've done, we've invested a lot in bringing along young people, reaching out to them, invested in technology that allows them to now get information and care they couldn't get. And it was really to sort of take Planned Parenthood, if you will, into the 21st century, and I think we have. I think that the more that women have the opportunity to actually compete, they have the opportunity to pursue college, to pursue graduate school, to have a career, we're going to be just as able to make a difference in the world and to do what we want with our life. A large part of that is because women can now get family planning and birth control. They can decide when they want to have children, and they can actually finish school and have a career. I think it's a very exciting time for women, but it's the first time in our country that this has really been possible.
Your mother defied all the odds
Yeah.
when she was elected as governor to Texas. What did you learn from her ability to do that you channeled in your work?
Women will stop me every day. Someone will stop me and say, I'll never forget your mom, and because of her, I did this, or I ran for office, I did something that I thought was more than I could do. It's very similar to me of kind of the things we see happening today, which is like a grassroots energy that just was kind of we'd never seen in Texas before. And she would be the first one to say that, she was just the candidate, she wasn't the campaign. And it was really the first time that a lot of young people got involved in politics, and women and LGBT folks who had never had the chance to get involved in a political race. Really, the day we won that governor's race, when no poll ever showed us winning, it was because of this outpouring of grassroots energy and support. And every job I've ever had, I've had the good fortune to work in organizing in some way. But that's what I'm seeing now, is actually I'm seeing women defy the odds, running for office and winning in races that no one thought were winnable. And really, I think showing up and just doing more, that to me is like what this time is about right now. It's the power of people coming together and kind of creating the country they want and the world they want.
If you were to reflect back to your younger self of 20 years ago and write a letter at that moment in time, what would you have loved to have told yourself?
I think it's to not be afraid. And I just think, as much as I feel like I'm a confident person, I, like every other woman, has times when I'm afraid of failure, I'm afraid of someone being mad, I'm afraid of not being able to bring everybody together. And I do think it's fear that keeps us back too much. So that's what and there probably are things I would have done, chances I would have taken that I didn't take if I wasn't so fearful. I think it's important for all women to realize that whatever you're scared of, you can get through it one way or the other.